What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be talking about a film that's more on the creepy side than the scary side. Today I'm going to be talking about a lost film most people probably never heard of. It's called The Dark. What a generic title. From 2005. It was released by Constantine Films, which is known for putting out some complete crap, but yeah, I gave this one a shot. Let's hear what I think of it. It was released sometime in May 2005, starring Mario Bello and Sean Bean. Produced by Jeremy Bolt and Paul W. Sanderson. As soon as I saw his name, I knew I was going to be in for a treat because he produces and directs a lot of good shit. So it was written by Stephen Mossicott and directed by John Fawcett, who has actually done Ginger Snaps 1, Ginger Snaps 2, Unleashed, Ginger Snaps Snaps Back the Bleeding, the beginning, sorry, and a couple other random weird movies, but those are what he's most known for. So it was handled pretty well, I think. Good director, good producer. What could go wrong? But basically, The Dark is a family in Ireland, and they go on a trip to like this cottage, sort of like on a cliffside, seeing, get away from everyone, and the daughter goes missing and is presumed dead, basically. And then the mother run, finds this other chick that has some of a little bit of resemblance to her, and she claims that her daughter's been taken to the underworld by some evil, and it's basically a mystery. To the mother's trying to find her daughter, and people think she's going insane and nuts, and everyone just presumes that she's died falling off the cliff or something, just like some sheep that happened in the beginning, and the mother still holds dear to her heart that the daughter's alive somewhere, and she's trying to figure out where it is, and uncovers this really dark history of the place they're at and the evils that people are trying to hide, which I thought was pretty compelling. Actually, the story was pretty well constructed. Some of the visuals some people might find like not interesting and weird. This is definitely not a jump scare movie, which I was like so happy for. I'm getting so sick of all those like ghost stories where it's just jump scare after jump scare. This was more like just a creep you out and unnerving scene, and you didn't really know what was going to happen next. Like especially in the climax scene, I might spoil some of this just so you know. But once she uncovers like what happened to some of the previous girls and stuff, and then she goes into the farmhouse and there's like ghost sheep and everything like that. Yeah, that got pretty interesting and revved up. And it actually has a different style ending than most of these types of movies do. Like this one has some of a warm-hearted ending than it like it's not it's the mother's living with regret of how she treated her daughter before, and it made her open her eyes to how much she cares about her. And then it's sort of like this darkness was making her learn how to be respectful to other humans and your own daughter and stuff like that, and then gets it back basically. I think I just spoiled that whole thing for you, but yeah. Overall, I thought this movie was pretty well done. I know a lot of people crap on it and say it's awful, but if you actually sit down and think about it, it's actually pretty compelling. Like, yeah, some of the execution probably wasn't the greatest, and it's very minimal and scares and stuff, but it's definitely dark and creepy, which I really enjoy those type of films, sort of like The Boy and stuff like that, and has a good little twist in there, a lot of interesting things. It has more of like an X Files sort of feel to it, and it was definitely a good spooky time. Yeah, definitely a good film to watch around like Halloween and stuff like that. And it was beautifully shot and executed. Overall, I really enjoyed this film. I don't really have very many complaints besides like maybe they could have threw in a little more like haunted house sort of style haunts, but overall, it's very good. If I was going to rate this, I'm not going to give this a perfect score because it is a little dull in some scenes and repetitive. They repeat and spoon feed you a bit, so just kind of throws it off a little bit. So I'm going to give this one a 4.5 out of 5. You should definitely check it out. I have the trailer link down below as always, so definitely watch it. Even if that doesn't make you want to watch it, just find it. I'm pretty sure you can find it here on YouTube. It's like $3 to like watch it on YouTube. Watch it. It's actually pretty decent. I was pretty impressed with this. I'm surprised not very many other people are talking about it. And this is one of Paul W.S. Anderson's older films too that he was working on. So that he's produced and stuff. So yeah, definitely check it out. It's actually a pretty decent flick, besides like a few weird visuals. So yeah, trailer's linked down below. Like I said, Instagram's always linked down below where I post clips of films I'm going to review in the future on there, plus other weird stuff. So make sure you follow me there. Subscribe to this channel because you never know what the hell I'm going to talk about next. And most likely it's something you probably never heard of, and you'll probably find some your new favorite film or something like that. So make sure you subscribe, like this video, share it if you really want to. Comment down below if you've seen this. Let me know what you thought, and yeah, do you agree or disagree or whatnot, or if you watched it after and you looked up my opinion now, do that. And comment other films that you want to hear my opinions on down below too. I love to find new. I'm always looking for new stuff to check out. So comment those down below too, and I'll try my hardest to get to as soon as I can. But yeah, now that I'm done that one, I think it's time to go into Norwegian horror. I got a couple suggestions for this interesting Norwegian horror film called Lake of Death. I'm going to go check that out. That sounds awesome. So I'll see you in the next review. Hopefully I don't end up in a haunted house with ghost sheep though.